Hi guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. Today I'm going to share a haul with you guys. I've been kind of waiting to share this haul with you because I have a few things that I ordered that haven't arrived yet. But I don't know when they're going to arrive, and it may be March until they show up. So I figured instead of just collecting stuff, I would show you guys this haul. So this is kind of like my end of the month haul, and kind of go from there. Some of the stuff I have tested out already, but some of it I haven't, and I'm going to start with the supplies first and then just kind of go on from there, and then the books will be after the supplies. So we'll kind of get started. I'm not going to talk too loud just because it's bedtime. My kids are trying to sleep, so hopefully you guys can hear me all right. But I'm going to get started with my supplies. First, I'm going to show you what I ordered from Blick, blickcom. So they send things in these like plastic bags. This is the first time I've ever ordered from them, and I ordered 3 Prismacolor Premier markers. These are the chisel and fine tip markers, and I actually really love these markers. I have a set of 12 that I got a couple Christmases ago from my brother, and they're just the basic colors, and I really like them. And so I decided I wanted to buy some skin tones so I can use them for base layers on pictures when I'm coloring people, because I really like these markers in general. So I got the light tan, I got light peach, and I also got sand. They all look very similar, but their hues are just a little bit different. So this one is darker than this one, and this one's the darkest. So that's the order of the darkest. But all of them would make a very good base layer for skin. So I picked these up, and then they also have their codes on the top. I will put those in there. Next thing I ordered is I ordered a bunch of pencils. So let me just show you what pencils I got here. Take them out of the bags. These were all just open stock pencils. Let's slide these babies out. Alright, so let's first find my I think I ordered one more Prisma one. Or did I only order 2 Prismas? Oh, right there. I ordered 3 Prismacolors. So these ones are the neon Prismacolors, because I only have the 132 set of Prismacolors, and it does not have the neons in it. And I really want to do some neon pages in the future. Maybe I'll be doing that in a color and chat in the future. But I picked up neon yellow, neon orange, and neon pink. And those are the numbers right there. So I thought I will try them. And as I was picking up these, I thought I should try out some other pencils that have neon shades too, just to see what I think. So I'll set those there. I picked up, let's see. Yeah. Is this one? Yeah. So I picked up all of these. These are Holbeins. These are my first Holbeins. I've never had a Holbein in my hand before. So I picked all the colors that looked like they could be a neon color. So this one's like a light green. think it says chartreuse green, luminous lemon, aqua, luminous orange, luminous green, and luminous rose. So I picked all those up because I thought they would be perfectly fitting for my neon coloring, and these feel great. I will actually grab a piece of paper and we can color with them a little bit, and I'll tell you what I think. So I'll set those right next to the Prismas. And then I thought, okay, if I'm going to explore some pencils, let's also explore a couple other ones. So I've heard that the Pablo Carandash are really good pencils, and so I decided I would pick up 2 of the Pablos, and this one is Spring Green and Fast Orange, and I thought that these would be perfectly bright and neon looking on paper, so I wanted to test these. I really want to test these things out because I don't want to buy a big package of these pencils if I don't like them. So this is a perfect way to test to see if you even like a pencil. And then I picked up 1 of the Luminance, and this is the color Bismuth Yellow, but I thought it's not a bright yellow, but this is like a core yellow that I use all the time in my coloring pages. So I wanted to try out a Luminance pencil just to see what everybody likes about them so much, and kind of go from there, because if they're not for me, I don't want to spend the money on a big set, so I'll test that one out as well. I also wanted to pick up a couple skin tones in the pencils, so I picked up the Holbein, I think it's called June Brilliant or something. It looks kind of like a skin tone to me, so I just thought I would go for it. And then I picked up the Pablo Carandash apricot color, so we could kind of compare. And you can tell right away this is a lot thinner pencil than a Holbein. And like the Luminance, they're pretty similar in core, but the Pablos are skinnier and the barrel's not round. So that's kind of an interesting observation. So those are the pencils that I picked up, and I picked up the markers too. I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock here. I swatched out some pens here, so I'm just going to, I'll just flip it over so that we're not looking at that. And let's just kind of look here what these things can do. I'm going to actually zoom up a little bit. So these are the Prismacolors. Right away, it feels like a Prisma, and that's really bright pink. And I'm going to try the orange. Wow, that one's really good too. Okay. And let's try the yellow. Yeah, I think this is neon yellow. That looks like a highlighter. So I heard that these weren't that great, but they look pretty good to me. All right, let's go with the Holbeins now. Let's go with the pink. Okay. So these Holbeins aren't as soft as a Prismacolor. I'm giving you my honest opinion. Let's try the next one. This one's a green. It's a really bright color. Do the orange. And I haven't sharpened these, so I'm just, let's try the blue. I wanted to make sure to get a blue because the Prisma one does not offer a blue. We'll try the yellow. It's a pretty comparable one to this one, but this one's just slightly brighter. And this one is the chartreuse green. So this one's not really neon, but that's okay. So they're soft, but they're not like soft like a Prisma soft. I mean, maybe they layer better, but I don't know if I'm like die hard I need a whole set of Holbeins, honestly, now that I've colored those down. Let's try the Pablos. Okay, I can see why people like the Pablos. I like the Pablos already. I just swatched one and I like them a lot. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try the apricot. It would be kind of a dark skin tone, but I think I could maybe go down light and work my way into a darker. Yeah, I think I could do some stuff with that one. And now I'm going to try the Luminance. Okay. Right away, I can tell you right now, I actually like the Luminance better than the Holbeins. This is my feelings on the pencil. And then this is the Holbein, John Brilliant. Now this was a good one. This one doesn't seem nearly as, like, the lay down is better on this one. Let me just, yeah. This one's a little more scratchy than this one. But when I was doing these, it was different. I'm just trying to, I'm feeling. This one's pretty comparable. But this one's still really good, so I don't know, maybe just the neon colors are not the best. I don't know. It's really, I'm just trying to figure it out, but I do really like these sound louder, but they feel good to color with, and I really do like the Caran d'Ache Pablos. But like I said, the skin tone color of the Holbein, really like that. But for some reason when I did these neon ones, it didn't seem nearly as creamy as that one. And of course the Prismas, they're softer, definitely. But they're not nearly as, I don't know, you can tell right away that they don't feel nearly as high quality as these. But anyway, I'm just giving you my thoughts as I'm like swatching them out on a piece of paper. But that is why we get these things open stock, to decide whether we like these things or not, instead of spending $400 on a set of pencils that you may or may not really like. So I will just put those to the side. I'm just going to keep this swatch thing out handy in case we want to swatch anything else out. Just looking at the time, spent 14 minutes just on that little tiny thing. This might be a long video, guys. So next thing I'm going to show you a few things that I picked up on Amazon. So I picked up these. These are oil pastels, 25 colors by Pentel Arts. And I think this 25 set around $6. And comes with some, there's still plastic on mine because I haven't opened it yet. It does have some skin tones and some darker shades as well. I wouldn't spring for the big pack until you try these if you've never tried them before, because these were obviously a lot cheaper. Now, I did see on the Coloring Divas channel, Monet's channel, she actually bought a big one of Paul Rubin pastel, oil pastels, and I put them on like my save later list because I would really like to get the pastel shades, and I thought that those looked really pretty. But I plan on using these in my grayscale pictures because I think that they would be really fun to use in grayscale. So I picked up these. I also picked up some of these. So these are makeup brushes, or blender brushes is what they call them. They look like this. They're very soft. I even got some really tiny ones too. And I decided to pick these ones up. I have several different sizes in here because you can use them for distress inks, yes, but you can also use them for techniques on using gouache, and you can also use them on techniques putting gelatos or gel crayons on paper. You can use them with your oil pastels, you can use them with regular pastels, and all I had was one, and it was one that I got from the dollar store, and so I thought I needed to get some more so that I had more besides the $1 store one. The next thing that I bought is I bought these from Amazon because they were really cheap. They were on sale. They're super markers with a brush and fine liner. They're twin tip markers. One of mine came dried out. I've already swatched them, and the rest of them did okay. Let me show you what the swatch looked like. I still have it in here. Yeah, so this is this one. This is the one that was dried out, this blue. But the rest of them did okay. This one is looking pretty close to being dried out. And I could send them back, but they were really cheap markers. I won't bother with sending them back. I'll just use them because, I mean, they didn't like cost me that much money. But the other ones performed just fine, so I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe I just need to kind of shake them up a little bit or something, or maybe they were just really cold. But they are kind of like a Tombow. There's a brush end like that, and then as I flip it, and then there's a fine tip end. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to use the fine tip end. I'm just going to use the brush ends. And they don't bleed through paper, so I thought that this might be a good marker to use on like those Disney block color by numbers. So I just thought that would be good. So I got those. Okay, and with this. Next thing I got these, which is two things of acrylic paint by US Art Supply. This is just titanium white. They came as a pack together, and I want to say it's around $8. And I'll be starting my creative coloring series here in March, and I needed some white paint. And white paint is actually a very good staple because you can mix this with mica powders to create different colors, and you can also mix this with different medias. You can mix these with like matte gel medium and gesso and stuff like that. So having a white acrylic paint that is not just the apple barrel one, the actual acrylic paint that comes out of the tube, because it's more concentrated, is always a good thing. So I got those. And Then I bought a big jar of Apple Barrel Black because I was out of black matte. I have black gloss, but I didn't have any black matte. And same reason for the art journal thing, but also if I'm going to do black backgrounds on a page and I want to use black acrylic paint, I have plenty in this jar, 32 Florida ounces. Yeah, fluid ounces. That is a lot of black paint. Next thing I got was this. So I decided I needed more stencils, even though I really didn't need more stencils. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'm going to need some kind of black. Oh, maybe you can. Let me... Oh, I'm going to zoom back out, guys. So these are all letters of the alphabets. And I thought this would be great stencils to have, especially with Penny's hashtag, your name and color, for the whole year. And also to use for the art journaling thing in my books that I will be, or in the creative coloring series. So there is a ton of different letters in here. And it came with quite a few, and it wasn't that expensive. I'm just kind of showing you the different fonts here. So it's got all sorts of different things. And you can use paint to put these on. You can use your distress inks. You can just use your markers or fine liners to trace them, like normal stencils. Lots of fun stuff. Now, if I was like an expert at letter writing and could do many different fonts just at my own hand, I probably wouldn't have gotten these. But I can't, so I just decided that I would. That one's really fun. I like that one. Get some more letter fonts. This one's stuck. Come out. Don't wreck that letter. Well, it's not really a letter anyway. This is like just a whole bunch of mishmash. And those are numbers. And they have things like this too. I don't know if I'd really use anything like this, but with it having so many letters, I just decided to get it. Obviously, you can tell there's a lot of stencils in this pack. And I like that it comes in this nice little case, so it's easily contained. You can just zip it up and you're good to go. Can't go wrong with stencils. The last thing, just double checking, supply-wise that I got on Amazon was this. You're probably like, Jamie, I don't know what that is. It's just a box. I will open it and I will show you. So it's an Airtight Palette, and the reason why I got this, let's just open it to the side so you guys don't have to hear the noise. I got this so that if I want to use my Arteza metallic gouache that I got in my last haul, I can put them in here in these little trays, and then I can close this and save them for the next art project. So I'm not just rinsing out my art tray every single time and wasting paint that I could use for another project. So I decided to get this, and I want to see how it does, and if it does really well, I might pick up another one, just because this only has so many. I think I'm going to count each slot, but it says 16, so it only has 16 things, and I have a lot more than 16 gouaches, but I want to see how well they do, and if they don't dry out. So that is what I got, this little Airtight Palette. That's what they call it. All right, the next stuff I got all at the dollar store, which is Dollartree. First thing I got is I got these two cards. You can find this over in like school supply or the kids section. These are jumbo playing cards, and these are like early skills learning cards. But these ones are Lion King, and they have all the Lion King characters on them. I had a feeling that when I posted the two books that people were going to go for the Disney for the creative art series. I don't mind if I rip this box too much because these cards will be used for other purposes anyway. I had a feeling people would go for the Disney, and so I thought I should pick up some Disney cards. Obviously, these are all Lion King, but I can actually do a Lion King page because there were some pages that weren't like associated with a princess. They were like in between, and we could do a Lion King page. And there's all these characters I can cut out and put into that page, and scenes and things like that. Or if I wanted to use these cards as a whole, I could attach them in the page. So I thought that would be fun. And then I also got this Winnie the Pooh one. And I'm just going to pull out some of these. Same deal. I can use these to put Winnie the Pooh characters on a page, and I can cut them out, and I can cut them out with the shapes. And actually, if I wanted to, I could create a page using this shape for a background, and like a whole bunch of these little diamonds, and then put all these little characters with the diamonds all over it. And I thought it would be really fun. So if you are at the dollar store and you see these cards, you can use them for other things. You don't have to use them just for playing cards. So I got those two. I also picked up some of these just in case we might need them for art journaling or whatever. It's always good to have a spongy brush versus just a regular paintbrush because they don't leave strokes. And also if you're doing stenciling, this helps a lot. This one was in the craft section. You can also go in the like the automotive or tool section. They have some in there, but these ones are in the craft one. I picked up a couple stickers. I actually had two of these flower ones, but my daughter really loved them, so I gave her one of the sets. So this one has flowers and this one has houses, and I figured I could use them in the creative journal stuff. I don't know what I'll use the houses for, but I just thought they were cute. But the flowers you could definitely use in so many pages. So it's got those two. I picked up these. So this was in a package and they were wrapped, but my daughter unwrapped them. These are just normal household sponges, and these are really awesome when creating backgrounds and texture. You want the sponges that have little holes in them. You can even use sea sponges if you want to. It creates a different texture, and so it's kind of fun to use backgrounds with paint and sponges. So I got some sponges. Can't go wrong with sponges. They're pretty cheap. Next thing I got is I picked up these 3 acrylic paints at the dollar store. I would have gotten more colors, but these are all they have. I wonder if it's because these are the colors they had for Mardi Gras, or I don't know. They look Mardi Gras to me. Purple, orange, and green. But I don't know. I was like, okay, acrylic paint. We'll just use what we can use. It's like these ones are the colors. I would have preferred like red, yellow, and blue. because those colors you can mix into any other color, but these are like the opposite, the tertiary colors or whatever they call it, or secondary colors. Sorry, my brain is going weird right now. It's late. But I figured we could use this for whatever things we want for the art journal or creative series. So if you see cheap paints like this, you can pick them up if you want to. I don't know if these are going to be watered down because they are from the dollar store. We'll know as soon as we put them on paper if they're going to be opaque or if they're going to be transparent. I also picked up these at the dollar store. I've already used some of this one. My daughter used some of this one too. These are Crafter Square glitter glue, just to have fun with. Now, I've already tested these out on paper, and I will be honest with you guys. These most likely will be just given to my daughter because, like, to make slime or something, because of the mere fact that after I used them and dried it, and then I ran my hand across it, all of the glitter came off the paper. So, yeah. Now, I was trying different things to see if there was any way you could use this still, and there's only one other way that I found that you could use this, and you can mix this with matte gel medium, and if you mix it with matte gel medium or Mod Podge, it won't come off your paper. But if you use it alone, the glitter is going to come off your paper. So if you pick up any of these at the dollar store, make sure you mix it with another media because these are going to leave a glittery mess after they're dry. Like it's going to rub against your other papers. So yeah, just want to forewarn you on these. I might still use them. I might just give them to my daughter. I haven't decided, but I still wanted to let you guys know if you see these, once they dry, they're going to come off. And if you just like glitter everywhere, that's fine too. And I know Spicy Cat Colors got one that was clear, so maybe I'll have to give her a buzz through the Instagram and let her know what happens when those dry. I also picked up some, I guess it's like washi tape, but it's not. It's more like paper tape, and I got this one with the koala bears. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, my light's not helping. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Focus on our koala. I don't know if you can tell, but there's little koala bears on that one. This one has like bunnies and birthday cakes. And this one has hearts. And this one has sea animals. I don't know if you can see that. That's like an otter, that's a fish, and that's a seahorse, and that's an octopus. So I thought those were really cute, so I picked them up. My son actually opened the koala bear one because he wanted a piece of tape. Next thing I got from the dollar store, I picked up this bin to help organize all of the stuff that I just showed you all in one bin, so that, especially if I'm going to use it for art journaling and the creative coloring series, I can just have it all in a bin. And then there's a lid that goes on top. It's not like the most secure, but at least there's a bin to put all of that stuff in, and it's more organized and will be good to go. So that's nothing like super fancy, but it is an essential when you have coloring stuff. I also got these. Now, these I got from my mom's house. She used to be way into scrapbooking and not so much anymore. And I wondered if she had any of these. So she said, yes, I do. And I said, are you using them? And she goes, just have them. These are brads. These ones are little flowers, and these ones are big flowers. They've got like a little pokey thing, like you make a hole and you push them through. And I thought I saw on, I think it was Twisted Art Designs. She does a lot of art journaling. She had made her own paper dolls with magazine clips and just different stuff. And she made the arms and the legs movable using brads. And I thought that would be fun to create a paper doll of, say, like Cinderella or something, and then use the brads to make the arms move and stuff, and then adhere that paper doll inside one of the creative journals. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but my mom gave this to me for free, and I just thought I could use those for something. You know, when they're free and your mother gives it to you, you just take them and find a way to make them work. All right, and then the last thing, oh, I guess I got this on Amazon too. I just save it for the last supply. Is I got the Fruit Fooner oily colored pencils, and these are the square pencils. And let's just open this package so I can show you the pencils. Take off this plastic or this paper. Very, very nice case. Nice tin. Has a foam. They give you a swatch chart in here. Let's look at these pencils. So, here, definitely the square pencil. Let's try to refocus. Come on, focus for me, sweetheart. There's a square right there. But I'm not sure how these are going to sharpen. We'll try it in a few different sharpeners I have. But they have a number on them. This is, I think it's Chinese writing, so I don't know what that says, but it does say Fruit Fooner. And I've heard really good things about these pencils, and when I looked online to see how much they were, I found out they weren't that expensive. And look, they have one of my favorite kind of trays, the kind with the little things. I can fix that. Let's just open that and I can fix it right now. Just slide it in like this. There we go. Oh, better. So I like how they have these little handles, so I'll be able to keep them in this tray. But there are the next colors. And I'm really excited to use these. I hear they're more like an oil-based pencil. Just because they say oily doesn't necessarily mean, but I hear from other colorists that they're more like a polychromos pencil versus a Prisma. And actually, let's take out that paper and just scratch some on the paper, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it. Just use this side, and I'll pull this green one out. Okay. So they're really creamy, actually. Creamier than I thought they would be. They're not, I don't feel like they're like a polychromos. Honestly, they kind of feel like a Pablo, Caran d'Ache Pablo. And I would have to actually hold these for a while to be able to tell you if I like the square barrel or if it's driving me nuts. These actually lay down really nice. But yeah, I'm not really a big swatch person. I tend to just keep scratch paper by my desk, and and then I'll scratch it out and then pick my colors like that, just because that's just how I've always done it. Yeah, these are very, very different. Let's try a yellow. And the debris isn't bad. It's a little bit when I first started that one, but it's not doing it anymore. Yeah, these are really nice pencils. I've heard that there's a difference between these and the Brute Funner, the round ones, the round barrels. I don't know if after a while these are going to bug me with the square barrel, but that's okay because I have pencil grippies or whatever cushions to help that process. Yeah, so I got these Brute Funners, the 120, which is a pretty big set of pencils, and I think these are going to last for a while. Slide those in. Alright, so if you're still with me, I know this has been like a super long video, but I am going to show you the books now, and then we'll start being closer to being done. So, first book I'm going to show you is Kawaii Girls, Grayscale Coloring Book by Dracos Publishing. And this is a new publishing company that I discovered. So this is grayscale, and they're all anime. And I thought this would be a fun one to do with markers. And yeah, some of them are like this, some of them are like this. It's like a combination of different things going on here. So that's that one. I also picked up their Simple Chibi Girls Grayscale Coloring Book for Adults. I really want to start doing some more grayscale stuff for you guys. I don't think you've seen too many grayscales from me in the past, so I want to make sure to do some more grayscale work for you guys. Then I got anime, also by the Dracos Publishing. This one's grayscale as well. This one looks like it'd be a little more challenging, but still not too bad. I like how it's framed in. Look at that witch. It's fun. There's that one. And if that wasn't enough, I needed to get even more grayscale. So I got Big Fantasy Coloring Book in grayscale, 100 Illustrations to Color by Molly Harrison. Molly Harrison is wonderful. I love her art. And I actually am surprised I didn't own this sooner, but now I do. I actually want to try to use those oil pastels in this book. This is very, very pretty. And then I also got this one of hers, Fantasy and Fairy Tale Coloring Book in grayscale, artwork by Molly Harrison. This one has 40 images to color. No duplicates. These ones are more closer up. Totally my jam. I like that kind of thing. I think that these might be easier for me to color than the big book, but I wanted to have both because these images are not in the big book. I decided to get Big Book Fairies. This one is her line art version, and these are different than the ones in the big book. So if you get all of her big books, all of the images are going to have different images in it. And this one has 100 illustrations to color. And this one I think would be really fun to use markers in, and also my Bic markers, my ultrafines, my fine liners, some gel pen here and there, pencil, whatever. Very gorgeous work by Molly Harrison. Oh, it's really pretty. I did pick up my Backyard Color by Number by Dover Coloring Books. This is a very cheap book. This one is illustrated by Maggie Swanson, and this one is very, very simple, but lately I've been wanting to do simple color by numbers. These are double-sided, so I think you would need to use pencils, but I did see someone else color in this book, and they did a flip on what they colored. I can't remember who it was. We've had so many new colorists on YouTube lately. And she actually used her Crayola Super Tips to color in it, and then she went over the top of it with pencil and shaded it, and it looked really good. And the pencil, or the numbers in here, are very light gray, so if you do color over them, they're not going to be really that noticeable. So I thought this would be a fun one to try. Okay, so after doing my collection video, I noticed that I didn't have Nice Little Town 5, and it was bothering me because I really thought I had it, and so I picked it up. So this is Nice Little Town 5, obviously by Tanya Bogima-Stolova, and those are the extras, but these are just the little villages with the little mice. Very cute. And I did start this process. I like to create the black border around these because I don't really like it that they cut off. I prefer when they have a line around it. It just helps me when coloring. And then I colored the nameplate page for Pebbles' hashtag. And I did this in the Faber-Castell gold fabric or pencils, and I actually really like those pencils in this book. So if anything, I want to get more of those pencils just for my Nice Little Town books. Now, I had a gift card that was like $5, or maybe it was a little less. I'm like, what am I going to buy for that little money? So I knew right away that Camila Angelkova's books were very inexpensive, and I looked through them, and then this one popped out to me. It's 50 triangular mandalas, and this isn't a new one. This is one she's had for a little while, and all of these mandalas have triangles in them, and they're not like too intricate or anything. They're just nice and simple. All of her mandalas aren't too detailed, so they're not too difficult to do. And I already did the book belongs to page also for Pebbles hashtag and posted it to Instagram. So I can say that at least I have done 2 in this little haul. Next one I picked up is The Fantastic World of the Brothers Grimm. And this one's illustrated by Forrest Diver, and the company that does this is Julia Rivers. And this is another one that after doing the collection video I thought I had, and apparently I didn't have. So I picked it up because I love fairy tales, and this is full of them. And I really like the illustrations in this book. What's funny is when I pulled this up on Amazon, it said that I had purchased it 3 times. But I think I purchased it for other people. I don't think I ever purchased one for myself. Because I loved it so much, I wanted to give it to other people, and then I didn't ever give it to myself. Next one I have here is Dogs and Puppies coloring book by Coloring Book Cafe. This one was on sale for $3.99 for the introductory price. I'm not sure if they still have this one on sale. I love puppies. I like dogs a lot. And when I started seeing some of the images in here, I fell in love with them. I don't color realism very well, but I have hand-drawn a lot of dogs, and so I think I can color some dogs and make them look pretty cute. And this one just has doggies and puppies. So sweet. Yeah. The next one that I got was this one, which is Mosaics Coloring Book by Dover Spark. And this one's by Jessica Mazurkowicz. And this one looked like a very simple, easygoing coloring, and so I decided I wanted to get it just for easy coloring. And it basically has like images like this. They're very, very easy to color, but that actually makes it even easier, more relaxing. And I will show you what I've done. Okay, so I did this and I turned it into an art journal page. I didn't put any words on this one because I just wanted to show you something that you can do. I colored this, and then I had this Sarah Kay picture that I had copied and colored it on my own cardstock, and I colored it with just markers, and then I cut it out and then put it on top. I added these little circles right here, and it actually makes this picture look totally different but really neat, and I really like what I did here. So you'll see that in my completed pages as well. But these look like stained glass. It's kind of a fun book to relax to color. So if you're wondering about different things that you might see in my creative series, that's something you might kind of see. Next one I have here is Harry Potter coloring book, and they had a sale on there. It was like buy two get one free or something like that. So I picked up Harry Potter coloring book. This one is on like a cream colored paper. I love Harry Potter, and I didn't own any like legit Harry Potter ones. I only had like the chibi ones. And I thought, you know, I should try one of these since I can get one book for free. So I'll have to see what I think about these. There's that one. And then I also got this one on that sale as well. And at first I'm like, is this dirty? But this is actually how it's supposed to look. It's like, looks like wispy dust around it. This is Harry Potter Wizardly World or whatever. Coloring Wizardry. And this one is a big one. So this one I like better than that other one. I can definitely see the movie images in here, which makes more sense. I would definitely color this one with the Harry Potter movie marathon. Prior to Christmas, I got all of the Harry Potter movies, the whole collection, because there was an Amazon deal for them, and I want to just sit and watch every single Harry Potter movie. And it would be awesome to have this book just to color while I'm watching that 7-movie marathon. I did pick up this one, which is Adult Coloring Book Relaxing Mandalas by Demita Victoria. Now, I didn't know that she did mandala books. I have a lot of her women books, or the scene ones, and I wanted to try one of her mandala books just to see how I felt and what I thought about it. And her books are actually kind of unique. So you have the mandala, but then you have these like borders. And I remember doing a book that had a border thing, kind of like this. I think it was, oh, it was a long time ago. I think I got it at Walmart, and there was only one page like it, and it had flowers, I think. And I did it in all gel pen, and I really loved it. And I had been looking for another book that kind of did that kind of approach. And so when I saw that she had one, I thought I would pick it up so that I could try it. And this one I think was on sale too when I bought it. And then the last book I'm going to show you is this one, which is the Coloring Haven Chibi, or Coloring Heaven Collection Chibi. And these are designs by Josh Lee. And I will tell you guys, so I decided this month that, actually I decided last month, that I would subscribe to Coloring Haven for the next 3 months, just so that I can get a feel of their books, and I want them to come out in a regular basis just to see how I feel about it. So I'm supposed to get January's edition and February's edition, and I haven't gotten them yet. So that's like what I've been kind of waiting for. And then I also purchased the Gorgeous, I think it's called Gorgeous collection. It was the one right after this one. It has these really cute, like, doll looking face girls. And I just like saw the cover and I'm, oh my gosh, I have to have that. And that one hasn't arrived yet either. So I'm waiting for 3 Coloring Heaven mags. This is the only one I've received so far. Maybe it's because I live so far away. But I will show you guys this one. I think that looks like Baymax. I think it's really cool. Ninja. And I love chibi, so this is just right up my alley. The giant. She's the geisha. Fairy. And there's one in here that looks like Gandalf. I don't know which one it is. That one looks like Gandalf the Grey, but it's got a Mario mushroom and Mario plants by it. So I'm really excited to color that one. Now, that's all I have to show you guys. But like I said, I'm waiting for those 3 to come in. Once they come, I'll just do like a short little haul video so I can show them to you. And then I also ordered 2 books from Mystic Art Mirrors. And I ordered those 4 weeks ago. And I thought they would have been here by now, but apparently they're not. I ordered the Disney one where she has the Disney princesses, and then I think I ordered one that was like Zodiac or something like that. I can't remember because it feels like it's been forever, but once those things arrive, I will show those to you guys. But that is all I have for this haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize it was so long, but I did want to kind of test out those medias a little bit in front of you while you were watching, so that way it can maybe help you decide if those things are right for you. And I just wanted to give you a buyer's beware on those glitter glues from the dollar store. They are good as long as you mix them with other media, like what I was saying, the matte medium, the gel matte medium, or Mosh Posh. So yes, and I will talk to you guys next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and take care.